Yo, what's up guys, Unicron the Destroyer, and welcome into today's video where we are going to just go over my TFcon LA 2026 experience and haul. How I'm going to really do this is I'm just going to like go in like chronological order of like what happened and what I got like in order. So like, for example, like when we landed, got to the hotel, who I saw, who I hung out with, and we'll just go from there. So starting us off, we landed on Friday around noon, I want to say, and we had like the early access stuff, so we got there around noon, I want to say. We were like at the airport across from the hotel, so we just walked right down there, and me and Stellaris Prime had the same flight, which was funny enough. You're gonna be hearing a lot about him in this video because we spent a lot of time joking around about stuff, but he also fixed something that I'm going to bring up later in the video. It's not part of the haul, but I'll just show it anyways. So we got there, we got early access, got tickets, didn't really see anybody other than each other, but when we actually got to the dealer room, we walked around a little bit. I was kind of an idiot, which brings us to the first thing I got at the convention. So it was like right there at the entrance. We got there and I showed off my haggling skills by paying the exact same price as it was listed for. And I wish I was smart enough to just look down the, like, I don't want to say hallway, but like area of booths to the dealer room. Cause this, I got this guy. Sick. He was a 130, I want to say. He's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love this figure. I just found like a slightly different repaint in a 2-pack with the first edition Starscream also for $10 less. So that kind of made me a little mad, but it is what it is. Overall, really cool figure. I love TFP, so this just worked great. And yeah, so there's that guy, and he doesn't like to stand up for some reason. Anyways, we kept walking around. This is the funny part of the story. So Stellars didn't go in yet to the dealer room. I was there first from what I know. We got there, me and my dad did, walked around a little bit after Bumblebee. My dad had to go get just some stuff for our room for our trip, like waters and other stuff like that. And in the span of him being gone, I spent about $600. He was gone maybe 10, 15 minutes. So the next two things I got at one booth. I didn't think I was actually going to find the second one, but first I found this guy. This is the Arms Micron Nemesis Prime. Inbox, obviously. It's really cool. The Arms Micron was already put together, though, which was a little weird. So I'm assuming this was... He said it was he said it was new. I don't know how that's possible. I'm not going to question that. But yeah, cool mold, cool figure. And then the second I bought this guy, I looked back up, and I'm not even kidding, this next one, this was the grail I was looking for. I stopped dead in my tracks, and I asked him, is that the figure I think it is? And sure enough, he got it down, and I paid for it, and it is this guy. This is Arms Micron Nightmare Unicron. And I actually brought my other Unicron. I'll show a picture of that up on screen. I don't have that one anymore, funny enough. I sold that to Stellaris for his TFP collection. I wanted this one because of the three like repaints there are, two of them pretty much are the exact same, and this one's the closest, and that's in like big air quotes, to his show appearance, which is still not very accurate, but still looks really cool. So yeah, Unicron. I love this mold. I don't care what anyone says about it. Yes, the articulation is kind of goofy, but it just looks awesome. But yeah, so that's the figure I got then. They had two from what I understand. There was also like paint on the eyes, which is really cool. There's this one and a used one. This guy was $350 in box. And it was yeah, it was the most expensive thing I got at the convention. So that's fun. Next up, we have a pretty big figure, so I'm gonna have to like go grab it real quick. Just give me a second. I got this guy. I don't know how well you can see him. Let me move the camera up. This is HasLab Deathsaurus, and yeah, that's where the money of my old Arms Micron Unicron went to. Towards getting this absolute unit. Fun story about this guy. I ran into that toy guy while I was, well, I walked over to him because he was in the same room as I was messing with him. I couldn't get the chest to tab in, so I literally walked up to him and I was just like, hey, so, I know you made a review on this. Would you mind helping me fix it? And he's like, oh yeah, sure. So the problem was, I didn't brute force it hard enough apparently, because he just snapped it into place and yeah, that was it. So thanks to that toy guy. If you see this video, I really appreciate it. I doubt you're gonna see this though, but yeah, he came complete in box. He looks really cool. I like him. He looks real good with Star Saber. And yeah, so that brings us to the next guy I bought. Let me just put this guy back real quick. Awesome, he fell. I got this guy just because I wanted to be a little adventurous with my figure purchases. This is my first MDLX figure, 3.0, whatever it's called. This is the Lost Light Rodimus. I'm pretty sure it's a convention exclusive of some point or some sort. He's all right. I guess he's pretty cool. I kind of would have liked with, like, I don't know anything about designing or making figures, but I just feel like for the amount of accessories just in hands he has, they could have just given him articulated hands, but I don't know. I'm not a figure designer. The paint is immaculate on this guy. Like, I love it. The detail is awesome. Like, the teal, shiny blue and everything, the exhausts. Everything's just real cool. So, yeah, there's that. Nice little 360 for a second time. Joints are really good. And I'm sure all these guys will get their own videos. Except for Unicron, because I'm too scared to transform him. Everyone else should, though. But, yeah, so that's him. And then we'll just move on to two other things that I don't want to say got. I already had one of these. My dad did buy me one. But during the convention, day 2, I got TFP Megatron signed by Frank Welker. I wanted to get the Dark Energon version, but it was already sold. But this is just awesome. Like, this, I'm never taking it out of box, obviously, but I'm just real glad that I have this now. It looks awesome. And I just really, it was just so surreal to meet him in person. But he wasn't the only one. This is the TFP Matrix, signed by the Peter Cullen, and it was just, again, so surreal to see him in person. And I just really appreciate him for that and just signing this. And obviously this is like the display piece for my collection. I really appreciate it for everything he's done for this community, and it just looks amazing. Real nice guy, and I hope he is well. I hope he's healthy. He was just looking a little older these days, but yeah, so that ends what I got day 2. Didn't, again, see that many people. I did actually, well, no, that's a lie. I ran into Primus the Creator and the Primus Do Party. I don't want to say, like, posse, I don't know what to call them, group. Passed by Jimmy a couple times, Awesomeness Prime. He's awesome. He'll come up later in the video because he helped me out with some, but he ran into those guys like a lot of times, which is funny. And he helped me figure out where the line started for all the autographs and stuff, so shout out to you again, Jimmy. And overall, just real cool experience. All right, so the final figure I got, and I'm gonna have to just throw up some pictures while I was there because I ran into like a bunch of people. I finally got my picture with Primus Creator, and oh, I forgot to say, on Monday, I'll find a picture and throw it up if I have it, of the custom Bumblebee I made. Is like supposed to be like in the colors of his car that he got last year, I want to say. So I hope you like that, Primus. But anyways, on the last day of the convention, like, we left in, like, the middle of the day, too, so I had to be, like, careful about it. Or quick about it, not careful. Well, both. Anyways, we got there and, ran into the Primes Do Party guys again. So I asked Jimmy, do you know where I can find a TFP Megatron? And he was like, he was joking about it a little bit, but he's like, yeah, I saw a TFcon Megatron. And I was like, oh, yo, really? Where? I bought this. Yeah, it's cool. I really like it. It's a very interesting figure, but looks really cool at the same time. I showed it to him. He's like, wait, you actually got that? But yeah, so that was pretty cool. Me and Stellaris got up to some hijinks. I want to say the second day. No, it was either the second or the third day. At the YOLO Park booth, we just like posed some of their display figures, which they were surprisingly chill about. I don't know what I was expecting, but I just guess I didn't expect them to be like, yeah, you can mess with it. But yeah, so that was the last figure I got, and then in the same booth when me and Stellaris were just like looking at stuff, we turn around and it's just that toy guy just also there. He was pretty nice. He let us snap a picture, which I'm gonna throw up on screen, and yeah, so that was, after that I had to leave and we went on our flight home, which was an experience. But I mean, it was just an amazing convention. I had a great time with everybody. And I hope that they all had a great time as well. I'm gonna just throw up a picture of all these, or I'm gonna cut to all these guys like in one big haul, and then we'll close out the video. So transition time. All right, and there it is, the complete haul, minus the autograph stuff, because I don't want to take that back down and keep moving it around. But yeah, so that was my TFcon experience. Absolute 10 out of 10, way better than last year, just because of all the people we got to talk to and meet. Great food too, but that's like kind of a side note. We didn't stay for much of the panels as much as just the figures themselves, but thanks for watching, guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one, and just have a good one.